is India's largest animal welfare NGO.
We will feed almost 100 to 150 dogs every day.
Don't give dog this food that we eat.
You've actually cured 25,000 dogs.
We have only 3 crematoriums for the specially designed for pets in India.
The constitution is very clear that animal protection must be done. For animal protection, you have 2 major laws.
Hi everyone, my name is Simran और आज टीम वुफ आई है पीपल फॉर एनिमल्स एनजीओ में. This is India's largest animal welfare NGO that specializes in street dog rescues. आज हम टूर लेने वाले हैं पूरी फैसिलिटी में to actually find out what is the great work and the great cause that this NGO has been doing. हम interact करने वाले हैं with Miss Vasanti, who is the founder of this NGO, and we will find out how to actually take care of street dogs, how to take care of their vaccinations, their sterilizations, and on the occasion of World Rabies Day on the 28th of September, Hyderabad के क्या great steps हैं towards street dog welfare आज मैं आप लोग को दिखाने वाली हूँ. So वेल्ली एपिसोड प्रारंभिदम.
This is the animal shelter. I'm the doctor here. So currently we get animals like stray dogs. Mostly it is stray dogs, and it's just that many of the stray dogs have problem with accidents. Those which meet accidents often end up here. So I'm trying my level best to tend here as much as I can, though it is actually recommended to euthanize.
If somebody finds a dog like this in the need for immediate care, where can they contact?
Directly they can search for, you can directly Google it. It's available in the Google, though the contact number specifically is mentioned in the website. You can immediately contact them. As soon as people receive the phone, they'll pick it up, and we'll send the vehicle over there.
They stay with you all the time, or whenever they are cured?
Once they are recovered, I usually send them out.
Okay. And what about their diet? Are they still given the same diet? Like, is it same for all of them, or it is?
Yeah, it's same for all of them, unless until it is very specified by me. I mean, those animals with kidney problem, these are the only one I separate for them and maintain a dedicated diet for them.
So we are in conversation with Miss Vasanti. She is the
Founder president.
Founder president, of course, but the brainchild. This is her passion project. We're sitting at People for Animals. This is India's largest NGO for animal welfare and rescue, and we are in conversation with her.
So, hi, I'm Vasanti Wadi. I'm a huge animal lover, as you would be knowing by now. And that prompted us to start an NGO because what we saw was that animals are so much a part of our lives. Every part, I mean, the not so nice part, like being the food on the table, or perhaps being that animal in the lab where a lot of testing is done. Animals are an intrinsic part of our lives. You just can't take them away. So what would happen if you removed all the animals from this planet? Do you think you can survive for an hour? It's impossible. Because for everything you're depending on animals. So while perhaps using animals for human need in itself is not bad, it's important that we give them their space and accept that it is their world too.
Right now they're showing us Hyderabad's only pet crematorium. So we're just going and seeing that.
We will work on 365 days, 24/7. So they will call and our pet was expired. So they're telling like that. So we will provide our services. It is electric and gas crematorium. So it is specially designed in Chennai, Moksha Kavadam. We will only arrange the pujari and also they don't know where to find out, and also we have some contacts and we will spread it for them.
I think this is the most difficult step out of, because जब आप pet parent बनते हैं, of course you are prepared for the happy parts.
Sometimes we don't know about that, how to control them. So in the city, not only city, in twin cities, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, we don't have any. This is the one only. In India, we have only First one is Bangalore, next Chennai, and Hyderabad. We have only 3 crematoriums for the specially designed for pets in India. So we are set up here in the 2023.
If you have to tell our viewers, what are the laws that protect animals from cruelty, protect them from, mistreating them? What would those laws be? If you can just brief.
So fortunately for us, the constitution is very clear, saying that every animal in this country must be protected. So if you look at the laws that were created specifically for animal protection, you have 2 major laws. One is the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. This came about in the year 1960. Now the 1960 Act covers all animals, whether you're talking about a dog, a cat, a cow,
Horse, maybe.
horse. Not only these, it will cover all the wildlife also. The tiger in the wild, or it could be the dolphin in the rivers. They are all protected against cruelty. And this through the Prevention of Cruelty Act. Besides this, we have another very good act, which is the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. There were some amendments made very recently in 2023, but that is a very broad, very stringent an act which covers more or less all the wildlife.
Okay, and the ABC work that you were talking about, how
Yes.
does birth control, especially in street dogs, help in the major concerns of controlling their population? How does it make a major difference? If you can talk a bit more about
Okay,
that.
that's a good question you asked. You see that neutering basically, that's called ABCAR, that's a program. So animal birth control and anti-rabies vaccinations. So the moment you operated, see all these fellows are operated. The males are operated, the females are operated. So what happens is immediately our particular area, you don't have any more pups.
नॉर्मली कितने ओटीज आप लोग एक दिन में करते हैं? कितनी सर्जरीज हो जाती होंगी यहाँ पे? एक सर्जरी को करने में कितने? And this is we're talking about ABC.
Yeah.
So if you have to describe, what is the process like? First, like you're roaming around and then you find street dogs, or do you wait for people to bring the
No,
street dogs?
we will roam around and we will take the
Bring street dogs.
street dogs and we'll operate here, and we will keep it for 4 to 5 days for post-operative care, and then we will release in the same place.
Okay. And what would you say to people who say that, when we're adopting, we must only go for pedigreed breeds and, indies, not really. They might be again aggressive, there might be some genetic diseases. No, we should not go for, because I think as much as you're saying ABC is a great initiative in controlling their population, even adopting indies is one of the steps that people can take, but
Yes.
people are not.
You're absolutely right.
What would you say
So-
to these people?
So to all these people I would say, please stop. There are many people who have adopted indies. Please stop and go and see homes where indie dogs are there. For instance, I have an indie called Rudra. He's a very intelligent, very smart dog. And I will tell you, I've got 2 smaller pedigree dogs also, out of which one was adopted by us and the other one was a rescue. Now, if you compare the 3, there's absolutely no comparison. Rudra is far smarter. When we go out for a walk, I take all 3 of them for a walk. Okay? These 2 small fellows, I have to put them on a leash and be very cautious to see where they're going and what they're up to. Rudra, nothing. He'll walk on his own. He's very, very careful with other animals. So when he sees another dog coming, never makes eye contact. But indies are very, very easy to be maintained. They don't require any expensive veterinary care. Believe me, and a pedigree dog requires a lot of it.
But what really inspired you?
I saw there was a lot of cruelty going on all around me. And how could we make a difference? And I used to read a lot. Those days, Menaka ji used to have an article coming out in the Illustrated Weekly of India, talking about one particular issue related to animals. So as I read, I realized there's a lot to be done. And it was easier to do it as an organization rather than as an individual. That's how we started.
On the occasion of World Rabies Day, which is happening on the 28th of September, which is the main reason why we travelled all the way from Delhi to Hyderabad, just if you can give a final message to the pet parents and the dog lovers about the rabies cause and the mission against rabies.
If you look around you, you see nowadays the tolerance for all living beings is coming down in our society. I always say, please be more tolerant. Please find ways of allowing animals to live along with us, and that's the way to go forward. And I'm very positive and optimistic about that in this country.